I understand that you just came from a meeting with the US Secretary of State. What kind of topics were on the agenda?
Well, I met Secretary Kerry and National Security Advisor Rice on Friday with their teams for lengthy meetings. And I must say, first of all, I said thank you for their efforts in trying to bring peace to the region, in their efforts to try to find a formula that will accommodate the Israelis and Palestinians in a way that will preserve and protect the interests of the State of Israel. And for this, I definitely commended Secretary Kerry, and I said to him, ignore all the noises and all the criticism that you hear from here or from there. It's irrelevant to the fact that you're trying to make history.
And are you optimistic about the prospects of a framework agreement? We heard during the discussion with Avi Dichter, there was some optimism that was expressed that it's likely there will be a framework agreement. How do you feel about that?
Well, this is a critical month, and I did find a sense of fear or pessimism in certain quarters as to whether the two sides can come together under the framework agreement, even if they can present reservations. This is a crucial month, undoubtedly. And I call upon the leaders to seize the moment of history and move for it. And I tell Benjamin Netanyahu he has a historical responsibility in trying to bring peace to the State of Israel with our Palestinian neighbors, whilst protecting our security, which is essential, and nobody doubts that. It's also part of my agenda too.
Thank you very much. And just one word perhaps on the breaking demonstrations at the moment against the draft of Haredim. What are your thoughts on the demonstration itself, and also on the way that the process of drafting a law to conscript Haredim, how do you think that's been handled by the government?
Well, I think the government came out with a futile result. I'm really saddened and sorry for the fact that communities clash with communities in our Eretz Israel, in our land of Israel, because that shouldn't have been there. There should be further dialogue and further talk between the parties, and not one shoving the other and making a point. Whilst there is a very impressive process of inclusion and going to the workforce in the Haredi community, I am fearful that it will be stopped by the fact that people want to utilize their political incentives and instincts into the process. Serving in the military and protecting the State of Israel is an utmost priority for all of us. I think it could have been resolved by dialogue.
Thank you very much.